Hey learners, it's our lesson number 20, and in this video we're going to learn about Outpost. So let's start this lesson. So basically an outpost is a square in your opponent's camp, which you control with a pawn, and your opponent cannot attack with a pawn. Here, let's move this knight to d5 to occupy the outpost. Minor pieces on outpost become a thorn for your opponent cause here. None of my pieces can attack this knight directly in position, become a minefield. Claim hero position. Looks like Swiss cheese. Move your knight to d6 to claim your outpost. Here side, my bishop is stuck for guiding my pawn. Now my rook is defending my pawn. Move your knight to f4. Now I can't move anything. Here I'm moving this pawn safely. Let's see what happens when you jump on g6 with your knight. Ops, you forked my queen and rook. Wow. So when you occupy useful outpost, danger's always around for your opponent. Save my queen, but cannot save my rook. Capture it with your knight. Good. So the thing is, whenever you occupy a outpost, your opponent will be in danger. Here I place my knight on d4, but it is not an outpost because you can kick it with your pawn. Kick it by moving your pawn to e3. I must retreat my knight back. So the best way to prevent your opponent from occupying outpost is to not let them in your camp. Kick their pieces with your pawns whenever they try to in. One of the best ways to combat outposts is to simply capture the piece. Like here, capture my knight on d4 with your knight. Pawn must capture back. Here my pawn is placed in the center in place of my knight. Move your knight to d5. I threatened your knight. Let's exchange knights. I recapture with my queen. And we can combat pieces on outposts by capturing. When you occupy an outpost, you have to remove the defender first, like here, capture my knight on fm6. Now only one piece watching d5. Move your bishop to d5. I must exchange bishops, capture my bishop back, and take the outpost. Bishop is the second best pieces to stand on an outpost. Now, your bishop has reached the destination and it dominates dark squares around the outpost. The rook and queen are poor occupants of outposts because they become target of minor pieces. Here, attack my queen on e4. Oh, I must retreat my queen. It won't be able to hide. Attack her with your pawn. Maybe I'll capture your pawn. Recapture it with your queen, so we have to be cautious while putting a rook or queen on an outpost. Sometimes you might have to go a long way to claim an outpost. Move your knight to a3. I can only watch your knight to move. I got front row seat, haha. Move it to c2. I can do nothing. Move it on b4. Now claim the outpost. Half for your knight has more potential than my bishop. A roll can also take an outpost when there are no more minor pieces to attack. Here, move your rook to d6. Let's say if I capture it, you can recapture with your pawn and you'll have a passed pawn. You got an advantage of passed pawn. If you want to take an outpost, you must have excess of pieces to combat. Move your knight to d5. I want to fight back. Let's exchange pieces. Capture back with your knight. Now I have no defenders on d5. Capture my knight with your bishop. Outpost is your... I think you got the basics about the lesson. So let's do some practice.